what happens when there are tons of smartphones to choose from? You create a product that has one standout feature to get the world's attention. In the case of Chinese smartphone manufacturer Gionee, their eLife S5.5 is supposedly the world's slimmest smartphone, 5.5 millimeters thin. Let's unbox this phone today. As you can see on the front of the box, the eLife S5.5 ships in a white model with a gold trim, but the phone that we're unboxing today comes in black. It's all black with a black leather case, and inside this packaging is the black smartphone. While we're here, let's take a look at some of the specs. It's some 5.5 millimeters thick. It comes with a MediaTek octa-core 1.7 gigahertz processor, a 13 megapixel camera, that's that one over there, and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera with a 90 or 95 degree viewing angle. You're supposedly able to take full body selfies with this camera. There you go, 95 ultra wide angle front-facing camera, and a third generation Gorilla Glass display. This is a 5-inch Full HD AMOLED display. Also in the box, you have the power brick with the plug, the USB plug on its side. You have a USB cable. Oh, these are the headphones. So you just have standard black headphones, but they're in-ear headphones, which is pretty cool. The touch of red, almost like Beats headphones. And this should be the USB cable. There you go. Also in the box, you have just product information. Oh, you have one other cable. This is a micro USB to a USB adapter. And then you have a couple of other things. You have the SIM card removal tool, some product information, a screen protector. You have two pieces, and a cloth over here. Two pieces because the Gionee eLife S5.5 actually has a glass front, and back. Initial impressions, the phone does feel light as expected. It is ultra slim. Normally the thinnest smartphone is around 6 millimeters. This is 5.55. As you can see, there's a band here for the antenna. The buttons are actually not really centered. They're actually flush more towards the back side of the phone. And in terms of the front side and the back side, this is both glass, and as you can see, because of the humidity here in the Philippines, it does pick up a lot of smudges quite easily, but it's a nice touch to see glass on the front and on the back. The sides of the phone is actually a magnesium alloy, so it's a metal frame, so it does give the phone a nice premium feel to it. The corners are similar to the Nexus, slightly squarish but still rounded, so it isn't a painful phone to grip. It does wrap around your hand quite comfortably. In terms of button placement, the only buttons are here on the left side of the phone. You have a volume rocker and the power button. There are no physical buttons on the front of the phone, so all these buttons are going to be capacitive. In terms of ports, you have the headphone jack located on the bottom of the phone with the microphone over here. Up top, you have the micro USB port. The 13 megapixel camera is slightly protruding from this glass back. It's actually built into this plastic frame over here. So one problem is that when you lie it on a table, it will be a little bit uneven. On the bottom of the phone are the built-in speakers. This sticker over here can be removed. On the right-hand side of the phone is the SIM card tray. The phone accepts micro SIMs. Unfortunately, there is no slot for expandable memory. The phone comes with 16 gigabytes of storage, only 12 of that is usable. So let's turn on the phone for the first time. As you can see, you have the Gionee branding. Gionee is a China-based smartphone, and the phone is available in several markets in Asia, including India, Thailand, and the Philippines. This is the first time I'm starting up a Gionee smartphone, so let's go ahead and set it up together. The phone runs a custom implementation of Android called Amigo, and this is Amigo 2 version 2.0. This is Amigo UI 2.0. First impressions, it actually looks really good. The icons are nice and flat, very much in keeping with the trend that we've seen with a lot of smartphones today. I like the nice deep blacks of the AMOLED, and the icons really pop out and give you a nice clean interface, similar to what we've seen in a lot of phones that come out of China, like from Xiaomi. There is no separate app drawer, so all the new apps are installed on the home screen itself. Let me go ahead and dive into the settings just to show you that this phone runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. However, do know, it's worth noting that the Android 4.4 KitKat update is already available for this smartphone. Just in case you're wondering, the button layout for these capacitive buttons are home in the middle, back on the right, and the menu button here on the left-hand side. One thing I don't really like is that on the bottom of the screen, when you're not using it, the buttons disappear, so we really have to, it doesn't really take rocket science to figure that out, but I'd love to see them light up a bit more when I'm still using the phone before it does time out. But in terms of scrolling, you'll see that there isn't a lag, but you don't feel it's as snappy as some of the higher end smartphones. But a test on benchmarking app Antutu will rate this phone as fast as last year's crop of smartphones, the Galaxy S4 and the HTC One. Now let's take a look at the camera app. This phone, the main camera is 13 megapixels. Let's go ahead and frame our tin can, our Rappler tin can. You'll see over here that it's pretty much standard. You have the dedicated buttons for snapping photos and videos. And if you're actually shooting videos, like we're doing it right now, you can still take photos. So that's actually always a good thing to have. Let's switch back to camera. Now let's go into this panel over here on the left. You have the flash control, the button to switch between the front and back cameras, and you have settings, which will basically, unfortunately, always pull it down that way. So you'll have to frame this way, and then click the settings button to bring up these settings over here. There are several capture modes. You have over here V-sign shot, so if you do a peace sign, it'll trigger the shutter, and then you can also do touch shot, which will just tap on the screen. Let's go ahead and show you that. Tap on the screen to take a photo. It's pretty straightforward. You can also assign the volume keys either to shoot or to zoom, or just keep it at volume if you don't want the volume keys to be used as secondary camera keys when the camera is open. One thing that they're proud about is the ultra-wide angle front-facing camera. Let's turn it on, and I'm going to move the phone at an arm's length. As you can see, you can fit a lot of people in the shot, and if I turn upward, I should be able to have a full-body selfie if I wanted to. That was a quick look at the Gionee eLife S5.5 smartphone. The phone is priced at $21,999 in the Philippines. It's not your cheapest China-made smartphone available today, but it does live up to its promise of being the thinnest in the world, at least for now. It also delivers in terms of being a premium smartphone. It looks and feels like a premium device, and it also the UI does look great, although I wish the customizations would have been built all the way through. It's not fully customized, but still looks great, and it does perform as good as last year's models. And that was TechRap. For the latest tech news, visit Rappler.com/technology. Follow Rappler on social media, join our conversation online, and send us emails. All the details are below. That's all for this week, folks. I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.